All right, we're welcome back to Module 3 of our Artificial Intelligence for Teachers. I remain your instructor, Kehinde Oyeronke or Shoba. And it's been a wonderful time. We've gone through Module 1 and Module 2. And if you stumbling across this teaching and you haven't been with us on the Module 1 and 2, you can send a message on our YouTube channel and we can reach out to you to let you know how you can be part of this training. All right, so today we're checking out how we're going to be using AI to develop our lesson notes. And I would like to mention that some of the AI tools that you would find very useful is of course ChatGPT and Gemini, which is a Google Workspace tool, okay? And then there are so many. But for this time out, we're going to be checking out ChatGPT, and I may also show you how you can use this Gemini to do the same thing, okay? And then we're going to see how we can simplify complex topics with AI and how we can submit this lesson notes. Prior to this, I'm sure some of us were just writing our lesson notes with our papers and biro and writing. But I want you to know AI is making your life much easier as a teacher, and this is the main crux of this teaching, one of the major things that you're taking out from this teaching. All right, so first of all, we're going to have what we a lesson note format, okay, depending on what your school uses, okay, as all teachers all schools may have their different formats. So depending on what format your school is using, I have one here that I normally use for our trainings and on the physical school trainings. And this was one of the formats that the school that we taught them how to use this AI. This is one of their formats, all right? And you can see there the lesson note format, subject, theme, duration, class, number of learners in class, okay, average, the years or ages, the gender, the date, the time, learning objectives, okay, what are they supposed to learn at the end of this teaching, rational knowledge, the requisite knowledge, references. Okay, I'm just running you through this particular lesson notes. Then the lesson development, the stages and steps, facilitators, activities, learners activities, learning points. What else do we have? Yeah, so we have the introduction, step 1, step 2, evaluation, conclusion, and then the assignment. Okay, so when you have that lesson note format, now we want to build how we're going to use AI to do this. And as we will come back here, but now for the sake of this training, we're going to log into your ChatGPT. Excuse me. All right, you open to chatgpt.com and sign in. For those who have never maybe used it before, you just go to chatgpt.com, all right, and then you sign up. I would always advise you to sign up so that you can see what I have here on the left hand side as stuff that I have been doing, and so ChatGPT will record it there for me if I log in with my own email. So that's what I advise you to do. Sign up with your email. Once you sign up with your email, then every time you want to use ChatGPT, all you need to do is come to chatgpt.com and log in with that particular email. That will help you to have records of what you are looking for. So ChatGPT is a very powerful tool for you to find information, for you to search for things, for you to build your project, build whatever it is, whatever level. You can use this ChatGPT. Prior to this time, we all used to use Google. So you go to google.com and you search for something that you're looking for, and then Google will return for you several pages. For example, now let's say I'm even asking Google to tell me about ChatGPT, for example, and search. So you're going to see Google will return to you millions and millions and of pages that you could keep checking, page 1, page 2, page 3, and so it can be so much. But the beauty of using ChatGPT for your information searches and what have you is that when you ask ChatGPT for a particular thing, it will return it for you immediately. So I like to use this example here for those who are not yet used to ChatGPT. I like to say, tell me the steps to cook Nigerian jollof rice. All right, I want you to see the power of using ChatGPT. So I click enter by clicking that arrow, and right here you're going to see ChatGPT giving me the steps. It says perfect choice. Nigerian jollof rice is one of West Africa's most loved dishes. It's smoky, spicy, and delicious. Here is a step-by-step guide, and you'll see ChatGPT returning for me the ingredients I'm going to use, and all for about 6 people. Okay, and then it's going to tell me the step-by-step cooking. Blend the pepper mix, prepare the sauce, add the stock, adjust, add rice, cook slowly, and that is it. Add vegetables and finish and serve. And then it's going to tell me pro tips for party style jollof, that smoky flavor. This is how to achieve the smoky flavor. So you can see all that information in a minute that I told ChatGPT to tell me how to cook Nigerian jollof rice. Okay, so do you want me, it's asking you, do you want me to also give you a quick recipe version, 30 minutes for when you don't have time, or just this full authentic one? If you say yes, ChatGPT is going to give you 30 minutes cooking style, like you always call it, concussion or something like that. So I'm just showing you the power of ChatGPT for those who don't know how to make use of it. That's given me that, and is also asking me again, do you want me to write a shopping list version with the exact quantity? It just keeps going on and on until you are tired of it. So once you're done, you can copy what it has given you. This small icon here is for copy. You can say yes, this is a good response, or you can say no, that's a bad response. And you can also ask ChatGPT to read aloud for you. Okay, you can see that. You can stop that read aloud, you can share this, and you can also try it again. Okay, so this is really cool. So when you see the power of ChatGPT, we're not just leaving it here, we're going to employ ChatGPT as an AI, okay, for our lesson notes. And before we go too far, let me also show you the Gemini, which is also like ChatGPT. It's part of the Google Workspace, and if you want to go there, you just come to, once you are logged in, I always advise you to log in so that you have your own account there. So you go to this Google Apps icon, click on it, and you'll see Gemini here. So this is the ChatGPT equivalent here. So we can click on it to also see how to use it. It's the same environment. Okay, all you need is to give it a prompt. A prompt is a request. Okay, just like I asked ChatGPT, tell me how to cook Nigerian jollof rice. So you can also come in here and do the same. This is Gemini. I can say again, tell me how to cook yam porridge. Okay, Nigerian yam porridge. Let me say Nigerian yam porridge. Okay, All right, it's giving me a red on the line because that's not the right spelling. I needed to use, excuse me, the capital letter. So once you are done with that, you can now submit. This is Gemini, and it's going to do the same thing or in a different way. Okay, it's Gemini brought out the key ingredients first, and then it now tells you step-by-step instructions. So you have a lot of resources, and these are free. Of course, they are paid versions, but you can always use the free version as you start. Okay, so we've seen how we can use Gemini, and we've also seen how you can use ChatGPT. So what do we do now? We will now go to our back to that format that we have for the lesson notes. Don't forget, we're not actually here to learn how to cook. We are here. All right, so don't forget, we're here to learn how to use ChatGPT for our lesson notes, not to cook jollof rice. All right, let's go now. So we're going to copy. No, before we copy, let me explain what we want to do. So every time you want to use an AI tool, you have to understand how to, put together the prompt. The prompt is the request that you're giving to the AI tool for whatever you need to do. So we're going to build the prompt now. All right. So this is an example of this prompt. I'm going to be giving this to us in the classroom when we are back in the classroom in the WhatsApp group. So you don't need to worry about how to get it. So this is an example of how to build a prompt for this ChatGPT AI prompt for lesson plan generation. So you tell the AI that you are act as you are a professional teacher. You are telling the AI now to act like a professional teacher. You can even put it like that, says, and type it, acts like you are a professional teacher creating a lesson plan for a particular subject on the topic. You put the topic in those boxes for the class. Use the lesson format below to structure the lesson. Ensure it is clear, age appropriate, engaging, and curriculum aligned. Then you copy that format that we had up there with the table, everything. You copy it, okay, with the prompt. So let me copy this now, even though we're not done, but I'm just showing you all our steps. So, sorry. All right, before we copy, let me just run through what we are doing. So this is it copied here, all right? Then you can see an example below. You are a professional teacher creating a lesson plan for basic science on the topic, the solar system for primary 5. Use the lesson format below, all right? So use the lesson format below. So these are some of the things that we will need to put into that prompt to make it very powerful and for the AI to return to us what we are looking for. So look at some of these extra tips. Here are prompt variations or instructions you can give them depending on what they want. All right. So to simplify language for younger learners, you tell the AI, make the language suitable for the age group learners. You mentioned the age groups. To add multimedia suggestions, you can add to the prompt, suggest pictures, videos, or interactive activities that I can include in class. Okay, to localize the example such that I was asking the ChatGPT to give me for Nigerian jollof rice. So I localized it so that it will return to me what my environment needs. Okay, so you can say use Nigerian or local examples where possible. All right, then to generate multiple lesson ideas, you can say suggest 2 to 3 different ways to teach this same topic creatively. All right, then to generate AI supported assignments, you can say suggest AI tools students can use for their assignment. So all of this, we are still building the prompt or the requests that we want to ask the AI. So this is the final prompt that we're going to use. Okay, so I like to put that act like you are a professional teacher creating a lesson plan for basic science on the topic the solar system for primary 5. Make the language suitable for ages 7 to 9 learners. Use Nigerian or local examples where possible. Suggest pictures, videos, or interactive activities I can include in class. Use the lesson format below. So I've copied the lesson format below. And so we're now going to copy all of this into our AI. You can see the remaining instructions. Provide content for all sections. Include any relevant teaching aids or AI tools that may assist the teacher in delivery. So now we're going to copy this from the prompt to the formats. Okay, from the prompts to the formats. I'm copying all of this. The prompt is the request, and the format is the lesson note format. So let's copy, and then we go to our AI. We go to ChatGPT on our browser, and then we click on new charts because we don't want it to, for example, I don't want it to come below the jollof rice request I was making. So I click here on new charts, and ChatGPT will now tell me what are you working on or something, and I can paste the prompt here. All right, paste the prompt and the format below. All right, this was the table. This is how it's rendered the table, which is still good. So once that is done, all you need to do is now click on the submit button, which is this arrow pointing up here. So let's submit this prompt to the AI, and let's see what it will return for us. So you can see here, it says this is a detailed primary 5 basic science lesson plan on the solar system in the format you requested, with Nigerian and local context and engaging activities. Isn't this beautiful? All right, so you can see what AI has created for us. We pasted in the prompt and the formats, and then this is the results. Let's look at it together. It says here's the detailed primary 5 basic science lesson plan on the solar system in the format you requested, with Nigerian local context and engaging activities. And so this is our lesson plan. What would have taken you hours and hours to write, this is AI making it a lot easier. Everything intact: the subject, the class, the topic, duration, age group, learning objectives. At the end of the lesson, learners should be able to explain what the solar system is, identify the sun, planets, and other bodies in the solar system, and so on. You see the rationale, knowledge, prerequisite knowledge, references, the lesson development. You can see the table, how it created the table beautifully for us. You don't need to start writing. You don't need to start writing. What you do with AI is you take your time and go through whatever it is it has created for you. Make sure that it's in line with what you need. You can add, you can subtract, you can refine, so that you have your own. It becomes your own, material. So there's the conclusion. Say the teacher summarizes the solar system is made of the sun, planets, and other bodies. The planets move around the sun. The earth is special because you can live on it. Teacher ends with a fun chant: Mercury, Venus, Earth. So interesting. And then there's the assignment. This is also an interesting part. We requested for teaching aids and tools that will make the topic even much easier, interesting. And there we have teaching aids, solar system chart, the ball plus marbles and fruits, touchlight to show sunlight. Okay, you can have all of this in place. You can also create the charts. We'll come to that in our Canva. Digital and AI tools, Canva for education. Create simple solar system slides, AI voiceover. You can narrate planet facts for kids in Nigerian accent. Okay, go to this website, 11 Labs, although we're not covering it in this training, but you could know about it. You can create something with a Nigerian voice, okay, like a voice over, over a short video, okay. Then Kahoot or Quizzes is a website where you can create interactive quiz on planet names. NASA Kids website, you have games and kid-friendly videos. So this is really interesting. So what you do, okay, you have another interesting part. There says, would you like me to also create a colorful classroom chart or poster of the solar system? AI designed with planet label that you can print and use as teaching aid. You can do this here, or you can go to Canva to do it. All you need to do here is say yes, and then you see what else it can bring out for you. While it's creating that, we're going to copy these lesson notes by just clicking copy here, and we're going to Google Doc. That's why we had the Google Doc training to start with. So we go to Google Doc. Remember yesterday we created module 1, which is like the class notes, all right? But this is with a template, so we're not using that. We're going to use let's see. Maybe we should just create another. Let's see what we have in tab 1 here. Lecture notes. Okay, so let's go back to our folder on AI training. All right, then I want us to create another document under this folder, AI training. Click on new, click on Google Doc. Yeah, so now we have our Google Doc ready. So we're going to paste this lesson note that AI developed for us here. So paste. Good. So here we go. All pasted beautifully. You can see even the tables, the way it brought it out beautifully. All you need to do, like I said earlier, is to take your time, read through and make sure that it's okay. You can remove, you can add whatever you feel. Okay, so here is a detailed primary 5 basic science plan on. So you format it, finish it up like you would do your normal lesson notes. Maybe you need to add your school name at the top here and add whatever it is that is remaining for you to add. Okay, so when we get to the Canva training, we're going to see how we can develop maybe a solar system chart, okay, ball plus marbles or whatever it is that we can use to make it interesting. Sample solar system slides, you can also see that. So this is our lesson notes, and I hope that you are excited about it. Let's name this. Let's name this solar system lesson notes. Yeah. So we have our lesson notes set. Excuse me. We told the AI to develop a colorful classroom chart and poster. I'm sure this would interest you to know that AI can do this for you. All you need to do is to either copy or click on this arrow and say download. So once you download that, it will go right into your computer. Okay, and also copy. So we go to our solar lesson notes. Now we have a chart that we can use. So you can either go to the beginning and probably just paste that chart there. Okay. Yeah, you can see how simple it is. I pasted it there. You can also insert it like we learned in the training. In the Google Doc, you can click on insert, and you can also, since you have saved it into your system, you can also click on image and do upload from the computer. All right. You can also generate an image. You can tell it, just copy the prompt, okay, like we did in the Google Doc training. You click on generate image. You can copy the prompt that we had here. It asked us, should I go ahead and generate? You can see that you can copy this prompt and say, create a colorful classroom chart poster of the solar system, AI designed with planets labeled. You can copy this and then go to your Google Doc, where it gives us the opportunity to generate an image. All right. You just paste it there like I showed us in the Google Doc training. All right. Yeah, so generate an image. You put your prompt here, paste your prompt here, create a colorful classroom chart poster of the solar system, AI designed with planets labeled. You can say square, wide, tall, and then you can choose whatever style you want it to have. Whether it's photography, vector art, sketch, watercolor, cyberpunk, whatever it is. Let's choose vector art and see, and then you just click on create. So you can see AI is everywhere, and the earlier you got to understand and use it, the better for you. So that is about our lesson notes. And once you are done with the lesson notes, the next thing is to submit it. There are two options we have. Excuse me. You can see the images that the AI generated. Beautiful images. Beautiful images. You can see that. So even before you go to Canva, you can use the AI to generate different stuff for you. Let's insert one of them and see. Yeah, isn't that beautiful? You can insert as many as you want and decide, okay, this is the one I want to use, and delete whatever else you don't want. So now that your lesson notes is ready, you want to submit it maybe to your supervisor or to your colleague who is checking it or something. You will now make this lesson notes available. Okay, two ways. Now you can decide to download it. Okay, you can click file, download, like I showed us earlier. You can choose to download it either in Microsoft Word version, PDF, and I thought I also explained to you the difference. When you're working with PDF, your document remains intact. It's not going to change. It's locked up. But if you have downloading on Microsoft Word, you still be able to change one or two things there, and it's not fixed. So you decide whichever format you want to use to download. All right. So once you click on download, so let's click on PDF format. Once you are done and all that you have is there, click on PDF format, and then you download it into your system. And once you download it into your system, then you can choose to print it out depending on what your school. You can see the downloaded version here. Let's open it to see. So you can, that's it. So it's locked up there and it's looking so good. This is one of the AI image generated, the lesson plan. All right. This is the PDF of what we did in the Google Doc, downloaded into our system. So once this is done, then you can print it out. You can choose to print it out, copy it, and take it to the printer or the business center, print it out and make it into a beautiful booklet. Okay, you can use a booklet where you use you use the band. I mean, what do we call that now? You can bind it, okay, to look like a seminar booklet. You can do that too, and then you can submit. So it's not going to depend on what your school is agreeing to do. You know, one of the participants was the one that broke up that old style. You know, they first of all rejected it. And no, you don't do that. You don't submit that. And I told her to tell them this is the new generation, okay? And then before you knew it, the school was one of those that asked us to come and do the training for the entire teachers in the school because they saw that it was just worth a while. Okay, so that's one way you can, you know, submit. You can print it out, okay, and you can make sure that all is set. Then, all right. So when you're done with your lesson notes, if you are not downloading for printing, then you can click on share to submit it via email, or you copy the link of the document. So let's remind ourselves again how we do that. You click on share, and then it's either you are putting the email of your supervisor or anyone that you are sending it to. Let's assume that's the email. And then don't forget, what role are you giving the person? Is the person just viewing? Is it commenting? Or is he an editor like you? So, of course, like I explained, if you're sending to your supervisor, you may want the person to comment on it, all right? And then you just put a note, please find my lesson notes 1, something like that. Send it. And once that is done, all you need to is to click on send. Okay, now if you are not sending an email, then you may want to copy the link to this document. And how do we do that? Click again on share, and then always remove the restriction on your document. So whether you are sending as an email or you are copying the link, remember to always remove the restriction, and you click on restricted, and it will now give you option for anyone with the link. And then the restriction is removed. Now what do? You copy the link. All right, once you copy the link, then you go paste it, whether in your WhatsApp or in your email or wherever you are needing to send the link to the document. And anyone with this link can come into your file and view the file depending on the role, whether it's a viewer, a commenter, or an editor. So once that is chosen, copy the link, and then it says link copied, and that is done. You click on done, and then you go to maybe to your WhatsApp and paste the link there. Okay, paste the link, and you click on enter. You can see Solar System lesson notes, and then you click on enter, and then it goes straight to the person you are sending it to. So that I hope that you have been able to see how AI can help your life, if I can put it like that. AI can help your life when it comes to creating your lesson notes. All right, thank you so much. I remain your instructor, Kehinde Oyerunke Oshoba. I'll see you in the next video.